and welcome to Wake Up America. On June 13, 2010, top officials from the United States military and government revealed a groundbreaking discovery in Afghanistan. Afghanistan was shown to have nearly $1 trillion in previously untapped resources that could transform the nation and save it from collapse. At least that was the sentiment among the top military brass and civilian government officials. Unfortunately, there is a big problem with these dream resources. They are utterly meaningless to Afghanistan. Many American media outlets ran with this story as if it were something new and important. But the fact remains that geologists and surveyors from the U.S. and around the world have known about these reserves of gold, cobalt, iron, lithium, and other industrial metals for years, perhaps even decades. The problem has never been whether or not the country had resources. After all, China has metal ore operations just across the border, and the old Soviet Union made ready use of metal ores in the ground in Afghanistan's northern neighbors. The problem isn't whether or not it has resources, the problem is whether or not they are meaningful. In Afghanistan, there are no mines, there is no infrastructure, and there is no transportation to speak of. When American military leadership talk about exploiting these resources to build a new nation, they are kidding themselves, and they're fooling the American people. Even if this so-called $1 trillion deposit was in the Rocky Mountains, it would still take perhaps a decade or more to fully open up. And even then, the $1 trillion would not be instantly injected into the economy. It would come one train and truckload at a time. In a place like Afghanistan, which barely has a government in most of the countryside, that decade or more could be an eternity. If anything, trying to stick around for the sake of exploiting resources could simply further mire the United States into Afghanistan in an occupation that already has no light at the end of the tunnel. If the U.S. were actually dedicated to exploiting resources for the mutual benefit of the people in Afghanistan, there would be no reason not to support developing them. But that is not why we are there. Since 2001, nearly $300 billion has been spent in Afghanistan moving troops and equipment and destroying targets. We are clearly not there to build, and any insinuation by our government to the contrary borders on the insulting. For more related news and topics, please tune in and log on every day at economyincrisis.org. And for up-to-the-date news on events from concerned citizens and economy in crisis, please visit us on meetup.com.
Wake up, America! Open up your eyes! Wake up, America! Wake up!